Let me ask you something. What's holding you back right now? What's that one barrier standing between you and the life you've been dreaming of? Think about it for a moment. Is it fear? Doubt? The opinions of others? Or maybe it's that voice in your head that whispers, "You're not good enough." I need you to understand something. Those barriers you see, they're not permanent. They're not unbreakable. They're challenges designed to see if you're willing to rise above, to test how far you're willing to go to achieve what's meant for you. The question is, are you ready to break those barriers? Are you ready to push past the limits you or the world have placed on you? Because let me tell you something. If you're tired of being stuck, tired of hitting walls, tired of living in a box that someone else built for you, this is the speech you've been waiting for. Right now. We're going to break down what it takes to shatter those walls, to step into your greatness, and to never look back. The first step to breaking any barrier is recognizing the ones you can't see. It's easy to blame external forces for holding you back, circumstances, people, or situations. But often, the most dangerous barriers are the ones we build ourselves. They're not out there for the world to see. They exist in your mind, quietly stopping you from reaching your full potential. Think about it. How many times have you held yourself back from an opportunity because of that voice inside your head saying, "I'm not ready," or "What if I fail?" That's an invisible barrier. It's fear and doubt masquerading as caution, keeping you stuck in the same place. It convinces you to settle for less, to play it safe when you should be reaching for more. These barriers don't announce themselves loudly. They sneak in quietly, and over time they grow stronger, forming mental walls that block your progress. Fear of rejection, fear of judgment, fear of failure, these are all forms of invisible barriers. They prevent you from stepping into new opportunities, from taking risks that could lead to success. But the most dangerous thing about these barriers, you may not even realize they exist. You might think it's just life being tough or circumstances being unfair, but in reality, it's the walls you've unknowingly built in your own mind. The doubts, the second guessing, the need for approval, these are the barriers that silently limit your growth. Another layer of these invisible barriers comes from past experiences. Maybe you failed once, and now that memory holds you back every time you consider trying again. That failure has become a barrier, not because you can't succeed, but because you're afraid of feeling that disappointment again. You've built an invisible wall around your potential, and only by recognizing it can you begin to tear it down. It's important to understand that breaking barriers doesn't always require a physical act. The mental barriers, the ones built from fear, doubt, and past pain, need to be recognized first. Once you bring them to light, you can start dismantling them piece by piece and finally move forward. The barrier between where you are and where you want to be often lies right at the edge of your comfort zone. It's a space that feels familiar, safe, and predictable. But here's the truth. Nothing great ever happens in comfort. Growth and progress live just beyond that zone, in the places that challenge you, stretch you, and sometimes even scare you. When you're too comfortable, you're not growing. Comfort keeps you stagnant. It's the reason people settle for good enough instead of striving for greatness. You get used to the routine, to the security of what you know, and over time, you stop reaching for more. But in that place of comfort, there's no real progress. There's only maintenance of what you already have. Pushing beyond your comfort zone means stepping into the unknown. It means taking on challenges that feel uncomfortable, unfamiliar, and even risky. It's scary because there are no guarantees. But that's where real growth happens. When you push yourself into situations where you don't have all the answers, you learn, you adapt, and you become stronger. Embracing discomfort is a key part of this process. Whether it's starting a new job, learning a new skill, or chasing a big dream, discomfort is part of the deal. But instead of running from it, you've got to lean into it. Discomfort is a signal that you're moving in the right direction, toward growth, toward progress, and ultimately toward breaking barriers. You also have to be willing to risk failure. Failure isn't something to be feared, it's something to be embraced as part of the journey. Pushing beyond your comfort zone means accepting that failure might happen, and that's okay. In fact, it's necessary. Every failure teaches you something valuable, helping you get closer to your goals. Growth comes from failing, learning, and trying again. The comfort zone is deceptive. It feels like a place of rest, but really it's a place where dreams go to die. To achieve greatness, you've got to break free from that comfortable space and take risks. The path to your best self lies in the discomfort, the challenges, and the uncertainty that come with stepping into the unknown. When you decide to push beyond your comfort zone, you're deciding to unlock your full potential. You're giving yourself the chance to become something greater than you ever thought possible. It won't be easy, but the rewards on the other side of discomfort are worth every moment of uncertainty. Barriers aren't there to stop you, they're there to challenge you. Too often, when we face an obstacle, Our first instinct is to see it as a dead end, something that prevents us from reaching our goals. But if you shift your mindset, you'll realize that obstacles are really just tests, opportunities in disguise, designed to help you grow stronger and smarter on your journey. Every obstacle you encounter has a lesson embedded in it. Instead of looking at it as something that's blocking your way, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me better? That shift in perspective transforms a problem into a possibility. It forces you to think differently, to be resourceful, and to tap into abilities you may not even know you had. This is how you grow. Obstacles have a way of revealing what you're truly capable of. When you're cruising along without resistance, you don't get the chance to really test your limits. But when something stands in your way, whether it's a personal setback, a career hurdle, or a financial challenge, that's when you discover your resilience, your creativity, and your determination. Barriers push you to dig deep, to find solutions where others might only see roadblocks. There's power in seeing obstacles as opportunities because it shifts you from a passive mindset to an active one. Instead of feeling stuck or defeated, you start thinking, how can I use this situation to my advantage? Maybe the obstacle is there to teach you a skill you need for the next level of success. Maybe it's showing you a different path that will ultimately lead to something better than what you originally planned. Obstacles also sharpen your problem-solving skills. When life throws a curveball, you've got to adjust your swing. It's not about avoiding challenges, but learning how to navigate them effectively. Each time you overcome an obstacle, you become more equipped to handle the next one, and eventually what once seemed like barriers start to feel like stepping stones. Turning obstacles into opportunities is a mindset shift that builds confidence. The more you face challenges head-on and come out on the other side, the more you realize that no barrier is truly insurmountable. It's about resilience, about trusting that you have what it takes to find a way through, around, or over whatever stands in your path. Life will always throw obstacles at you, that's a given. But it's up to you to decide whether those obstacles will define you or refine you. If you choose the latter, every barrier becomes an opportunity for growth, every setback a setup for a comeback. The moment you start seeing obstacles this way is the moment you take control of your journey. Breaking barriers doesn't happen in a flash of brilliance or a single moment of triumph. It's not a one-time event. It's a process, a slow, steady, relentless process that requires you to show up every day and put in the work. The grind is where success is truly built. And if you want to break through those barriers in your life, you've got to commit to that grind. The truth is, it's not glamorous. It's waking up early when you don't want to. It's pushing yourself when you're tired, discouraged, or feeling like the world is stacked against you. The grind is the everyday battle, the small, consistent actions that add up over time. It's easy to be motivated at the beginning, when the goal feels fresh and exciting, but real progress comes when you keep going long after the excitement fades. Each day, you're chipping away at the wall in front of you. Some days you'll make big strides, and others it'll feel like you're barely making a dent. But that's the nature of the grind. Progress isn't always obvious, and sometimes it's painfully slow. But with each step forward, even if it's just an inch, you're getting closer to breaking through. It's about persistence, about the willingness to keep showing up, to keep pushing even when results aren't immediate. The grind requires patience because big dreams and goals take time to materialize. Too often, people give up right before their breakthrough because they get tired of the process. They want instant success, but success built on consistency is what truly lasts. You've got to embrace the grind, knowing that every effort you put in now will pay off in the future. Committing to the grind also means embracing failure along the way. When you're working towards something big, setbacks are inevitable. But failure isn't the opposite of progress, it's part of it. Each time you fall, you've got to get back up, learn from it, and keep moving forward. The grind teaches resilience, and it's that resilience that eventually allows you to break through the barriers in your path. It's important to remember that the grind is about progress, not perfection. You won't always get it right, and you won't always feel like you're winning. But as long as you're putting in the effort, you're moving forward. The grind is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. The ones who commit to the process, who don't quit when it gets hard, are the ones who ultimately break through. Breaking barriers is about dedication. It's not the big leaps that define success. It's the small, steady steps taken over time. When you commit to the grind, you're committing to the process that leads to greatness. It's about trusting that each moment of effort, each challenge faced, and each lesson learned is bringing you closer to breaking through. There will always be people who try to tell you who you are, what you can do, and where you fit in the world. They'll project their own fears, insecurities, and doubts onto you. Whether it's because they can't see themselves achieving something, or because they don't want you to outgrow them, they'll try to put limits on your potential. But the truth is, those limitations are theirs, not yours. People will try to put you in a box, to define your worth based on their own standards. They might say, that's not for people like you, or you should just stick to what you know. But the moment you accept someone else's label, you've already surrendered your power. You're giving them control over your life, your dreams, and your future. Rejecting those limitations means refusing to let others define who you are or what you're capable of. Breaking free from these imposed limitations requires inner strength. It means having the courage to define your own path, even when the world is telling you otherwise. You have to believe in yourself more than you believe in the opinions of others. Their words don't define you, your actions do. Their doubts don't limit you, your determination does. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing the narratives others create for you, especially if they're coming from people you respect or those who have been around you your whole life. But even well-meaning people can unknowingly place limits on you because they're viewing your potential through the lens of their own experiences. You've got to remember that their limitations don't reflect your abilities. Rejecting limitations is about stepping outside the boundaries others have set for you and realizing there's a whole world beyond those borders. It's about pushing past the shouldn't and the can't and proving not to them, but to yourself that you are more than what anyone else thinks. It's about creating your own lane, instead of staying confined to the one others think you should follow. Defining your own path means listening to your inner voice, the one that knows what you're truly capable of. It means trusting your instincts over the noise of opinions around you. When people say, stay in your lane, you've got to have the confidence to pave a new road if the one you're on isn't taking you where you want to go. Don't let someone else's small vision of you limit the size of your dreams. Rejecting the limitations others place on you is an act of self-empowerment. It's about taking control of your narrative, refusing to be boxed in by anyone's expectations and carving out your own destiny. It's knowing that the only limitations that exist are the ones you accept and choosing to reject every single one of them. Setbacks are inevitable. Life will throw challenges your way and things won't always go as planned. But here's the truth, every setback is a setup for a comeback. The moments that feel like failures or obstacles are actually opportunities to rise higher than you were before. It's not about avoiding setbacks, it's about how you respond to them. When a setback hits, it's easy to feel defeated, to question yourself, your abilities, and your path. But the key is to shift your mindset. Instead of seeing a setback as the end of the road, view it as a temporary detour, one that might just lead you to a better destination. Every time you fall, you're being handed a chance to learn something new, to improve, and to come back stronger. Setbacks are lessons in disguise. Each time you face adversity, there's a lesson to be learned, a skill to be sharpened, a new perspective to gain. The mistakes you make along the way don't define you, they refine you. Every failure is a tool for your next move, a stepping stone that's building the foundation for your future success. The more setbacks you face, the more resilient you become. One of the most powerful aspects of setbacks is that they force you to adapt. When everything is going smoothly, it's easy to stay in your comfort zone. But when a setback occurs, you're pushed to think differently, to find creative solutions, and to explore paths you might not have considered otherwise. Setbacks expand your thinking and stretch your abilities in ways that success never will. Using setbacks as stepping stones also builds resilience. It's in those moments when everything feels like it's falling apart that you discover how strong you truly are. You learn to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. And with each comeback, your confidence grows. You realize that no setback is final, that every challenge is just a chapter in your story, not the end of it. Setbacks give you perspective. They remind you that the road to success isn't a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and obstacles. But those obstacles aren't there to stop you. They're there to test you, to prepare you for what's coming next. Each setback you overcome is proof that you can handle whatever life throws at you. It's a reminder that you are capable of navigating even the toughest challenges. Setbacks are stepping stones on the path to success. They're part of the journey, not something to be feared. The key is to embrace them, to see them for what they really are, opportunities in disguise. Every time you face a setback, you're one step closer to your comeback, one step closer to the person you're meant to become. It's all part of the process. You can't break barriers alone. Every successful person will tell you that behind every achievement is a support system, a group of people who believed in them, even when they doubted themselves. Surrounding yourself with those who uplift you is crucial to pushing through life's challenges. It's about building a circle that empowers and inspires, not one that drains your energy or undermines your dreams. When you're in the presence of those who believe in you, it creates a powerful energy. These individuals see your potential even when you can't. They remind you of your strengths, encourage you when you falter, and celebrate your victories, no matter how small. This type of support is invaluable because it creates an environment where you feel safe to take risks, to fail, and to try again. In this space, you can explore the depths of your potential without fear of judgment. Conversely, the company you keep can also weigh you down. Negative influences or people who don't believe in your capabilities can create a toxic environment. They may plant seeds of doubt, telling you what you can't achieve or dismissing your aspirations as unrealistic. It's essential to recognize these voices and distance yourself from them. You deserve to be surrounded by those who see your dreams as valid and worthy of pursuit. When you surround yourself with positive influences, it challenges you to elevate your own standards. You'll find yourself wanting to rise to the occasion, to match the energy and ambition of those around you. Their belief in you acts as a mirror, reflecting your capabilities back to you. This dynamic pushes you out of complacency and into action, helping you break through barriers you once thought were insurmountable. Moreover, these supportive relationships foster accountability. When you have people cheering for you, you're more likely to stay committed to your goals. They hold you accountable and encourage you to keep moving forward, even when the going gets tough. This sense of accountability can make all the difference on days when motivation runs low or when challenges feel overwhelming. Building a network of supporters is not just about finding cheerleaders, it's about surrounding yourself with individuals who challenge you to grow. Seek out those who provide constructive criticism, who can push you to think bigger and strive harder. They are the ones who will help you see the bigger picture, encouraging you to break through limitations and reach for greatness. The people you choose to surround yourself with will significantly influence your journey. Choose wisely. Seek those who not only believe in you, but who also inspire you to believe in yourself. The right circle can be the key to unlocking your full potential, empowering you to break barriers and achieve greatness beyond your imagination. The journey is challenging, but with the right support, you'll find that you're capable of so much more than you ever thought possible. So much of breaking barriers happens in the mind. The thoughts we entertain can either propel us forward or hold us back. If you believe you're limited, you will be. Those mental chains can feel heavy, and they often whisper doubts into our ears, convincing us that we're not good enough, not smart enough, or not strong enough to achieve our dreams. The first step in breaking free is recognizing these chains for what they are: illusions crafted by our fears and insecurities. To break these mental chains, you have to become aware of the narratives you tell yourself. What are the limiting beliefs you hold? Identify those thoughts that creep in during moments of self-doubt. Maybe it's the voice that says you'll never succeed, or that others are more deserving of success than you are. Acknowledging these beliefs is essential, as they often lurk in the shadows, influencing your decisions and holding you captive in a cycle of negativity. Once you identify these limiting beliefs, you can start to challenge them. Ask yourself, are these thoughts based in reality, or are they exaggerated fears? More often than not, you'll find that these beliefs are not grounded in fact, but rather in fear of the unknown. By questioning their validity, you can begin to dismantle the power they hold over you. Replace those negative thoughts with affirmations that reflect your strengths and capabilities. Visualize your potential. Imagine what life would be like if you removed those mental chains and embraced your true potential. Visualization is a powerful tool. Picture yourself achieving your goals, overcoming obstacles, and thriving in your endeavors. This mental exercise helps create a roadmap in your mind that can guide you to action. By consistently visualizing success, you start to rewire your brain to believe that you are capable of achieving greatness. Surrounding yourself with positivity is another critical step in breaking those mental chains. Seek out people who lift you up and inspire you. Their belief in you can act as a counterbalance to your self-doubt. Engage in conversations that stimulate your mind and challenge your perspective. When you expose yourself to positivity and encouragement, you'll find it easier to break free from the confines of your limiting beliefs. Practice self-compassion. Understand that everyone struggles with self-doubt and limiting beliefs at times. Be gentle with yourself when those negative thoughts arise. Acknowledge them, but don't let them define you. Remind yourself that breaking mental chains is a journey, a process that takes time and effort. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each step you take toward breaking those chains brings you closer to unlocking your full potential. The greatest barrier to success is fear. It can creep into every corner of your mind, casting shadows over your dreams and ambitions. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. All of these can paralyze you, keeping you stuck in a place of inaction. But here's the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a vital part of it. Understanding this shift in perspective is the first step toward breaking through barriers and achieving greatness. When you take risks, you inherently put yourself in a position where failure is possible. But what if you reframe that fear? Instead of viewing failure as a setback, see it as a stepping stone on your journey. Each time you stumble, you learn something valuable that can propel you forward. It's through these experiences that you gain resilience and insight, making you better equipped to handle future challenges. Embrace the idea that every fall can provide you with lessons that will strengthen your resolve and deepen your understanding of your goals. Taking risks is not about being reckless, it's about calculated courage. Assess the potential consequences, weigh your options, and then take the leap. Understand that some risk will lead to failures, while others will yield incredible rewards. The key is to be willing to step outside your comfort zone and to accept that discomfort is a natural part of growth. The more you expose yourself to risk, the more comfortable you will become with the uncertainty that accompanies it. You also need to cultivate a mindset that allows for experimentation. Think of life as a series of experiments where you can test out ideas without the pressure of perfection. This mindset shift encourages you to innovate and explore new avenues without the weight of fear holding you back. By treating each risk as an opportunity to learn rather than a potential failure, you foster a more creative and open approach to life. Remember, the most successful individuals didn't achieve their greatness by playing it safe. They embraced risks, faced failures, and bounced back stronger than ever. For every successful entrepreneur, athlete, or artist, there are countless stories of setbacks and missteps. What sets them apart is their willingness to keep moving forward, to use those experiences as fuel for their next endeavor. Their resilience inspires others and creates a ripple effect of motivation and courage. It's important to surround yourself with people who support and encourage risk-taking. Seek out those who have taken their own leaps of faith and can share their stories of triumph over adversity. Their experiences can provide valuable insights and remind you that you're not alone on this journey. When you have a supportive network, you'll find it easier to push through fear and take those risks that can lead to incredible opportunities. Acknowledge that fear will always be a part of the equation. It's natural to feel afraid when you're on the brink of taking a significant risk. But don't let that fear dictate your actions. Instead, let it serve as a reminder of the importance of what you're pursuing. The thrill of stepping into the unknown and the potential for greatness far outweigh the temporary discomfort of facing your fears. So take those risks, fail forward, and use each stumble as fuel to keep going. The path to success is paved with courage, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to growth. Our mindset is the key to unlocking doors you didn't even know existed. By breaking the mental chains that hold you back, you open yourself up to new possibilities and opportunities. Remember that the greatest barriers often exist within us, and by challenging those limits, you can achieve extraordinary things. The power to break free is within you. All it takes is the courage to confront those mental chains and the determination to forge a new path. At the end of the day, breaking barriers is about realizing the power that's already within you. Each one of us possesses unique strengths, experiences, and insights that can help us overcome challenges. However, many of us go through life underestimating our potential, letting self-doubt and external opinions shape our perceptions of what we can achieve. The first step to breaking free from these limitations is recognizing that your power is inherent and ready to be unleashed. Understanding your strength requires introspection. Take the time to reflect on your past achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Each success, every obstacle you've overcome, is a testament to your capabilities. By acknowledging these moments, you begin to build a solid foundation of self-belief. Remember, your history is a powerful reminder that you are capable of navigating through challenges and emerging victorious. Courage is another critical component of embracing your power. It's about having the audacity to step into the unknown, to take risks, and to stand firm in your beliefs. True courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the ability to act in spite of it. When you acknowledge your fears but choose to push through them, you empower yourself. Each courageous act reinforces your belief in your abilities, propelling you further along your journey of breaking barriers. Don't wait for permission to embrace your power. So often we seek validation from others, waiting for someone to tell us we're ready, that we're good enough. But the truth is, you don't need anyone's approval to pursue your dreams. Give yourself the permission to act, to make decisions, and to carve out your own path. Trust in your judgment and intuition, and remember that you are the author of your own story. In addition to personal strength, your power also comes from your capacity for growth. Embracing your power means recognizing that you are a work in progress. Each experience, whether positive or negative, contributes to your development. Be open to learning, to adapting, and to evolving. This mindset not only enhances your abilities, but also reinforces your belief in your capacity to overcome barriers. You can amplify your power by surrounding yourself with those who encourage and uplift you. Seek out individuals who recognize your potential and challenge you to be your best self. These connections can serve as a powerful reminder of your capabilities and can provide the support you need when you face challenges. A strong network of positive influences can be a catalyst for your growth and empowerment. Remember that embracing your power is an ongoing journey. It requires daily commitment and intentionality. Stay focused on your goals, practice self-compassion, and celebrate your victories, no matter how small. As you continue to acknowledge and embrace your power, you'll find that breaking barriers becomes not only achievable but also a natural part of who you are. The strength to shatter any barrier lies within you. It's time to unleash it and let your potential shine. As we come to the end of this journey together, let's take a moment to reflect on the barriers we've discussed breaking down. Remember, the power to overcome these obstacles resides within you. You are not defined by the limitations placed upon you by others or even by your own doubts. Instead, you are defined by your willingness to recognize those barriers, push through discomfort, and embrace the incredible strength that lies within. Every step you take toward breaking barriers is a step toward fulfilling your true potential. It's about shifting your mindset, taking risks, and surrounding yourself with those who uplift and inspire you. Commit to the grind and use every setback as a stepping stone toward your goals. The journey may be challenging, but the rewards of perseverance and resilience are immeasurable. Now, as you leave here today, I urge you to take these lessons to heart. Stand tall in your power, push past your fears, and don't wait for anyone's permission to chase your dreams. You have the ability to rewrite your narrative, to redefine what's possible for you. The world needs your voice, your contributions, and your unique perspective. So go out there and break those barriers. Always remember, the only limits that exist are the ones you create in your mind. Embrace your strength, take action, and let nothing hold you back. The time for change is now, and it starts with you. Thank you.